Alright, what's up girls and boys? What's up internet? I am Vianca and welcome to another episode of The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered for the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStations 4 and 5, and PC through Steam. So for today, we're going to be continuing on with our foray into the Bottomless Pit, where in this episode we will attempt, and I cannot stress that word enough, attempt to finish arguably the two most difficult areas in The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered, which is the Bottomless Pit and also the Bottomless Pit, Lower Stratum, and also the Lair of Shadows. Now, before we continue on, I would just like to share what makes this area hard. Enemy-wise, it's basically the same as it houses the same kind of enemies that we've encountered in the Lower Stratum, or that you will if you're playing this game. If you're watching along as you play the game and using my videos in this video series in particular as your walkthrough, then you may have encountered, or you will encounter, the same enemies here as you do in the previous first, second, and third basement, or B1, B2, B3 locations of the Bottomless Pit. The only new enemy that you might if you're not running away from the battles or like evading the battles, you might encounter is the Claws of Shadows. And although they're not really new enemies, since you may have encountered them on like the shadow maps or the shadow realms, they're like a normal enemy here. But the Claw of Shadows, it only appears in the latter parts of the Lower Stratum. Now, another thing that makes this two remaining areas of the Bottomless Pit an annoying place to be at and a hard place to be at is because it also houses the teleporting circles and the spikes, but in a much denser capacity. Like, there's a lot of them, so if you don't want to keep like backtracking, it would be wise and prudent of you to take it slow as you go about your business here. But yeah, for the Lower Stratum, so let's begin. What we would like actually to do, so there's a pit here, you can't go through there. What we would like to do is get to the northeastern part of the map, because that's where you will find a spirit perch of fire that will light up some of the torches in this area and make traversing the place a lot easier. Ideally, what you would also want is to have everybody's HP up, like at their maximum. No one's at like mortal damage, but unfortunately, as with our previous episode, Bianca fell unconscious. So she's down 22 points on her HP, which is not that nice. That's something you would like to avoid as much as possible, getting knocked down here. But yeah, be careful when you traverse this area. Again, I cannot stress that enough. There's like a lot of traps here. You would not want to mess with those. You don't want to end up starting at the very beginning of the area again, like the entire Bottomless Pit area, and not just the beginning of like the Lower Stratum. No, it's gonna oh my gosh. So yeah, it's gonna bring you back to the start of the entire area, which again sucks. And of course, the spikes, if you end up getting caught up in a spike, you will get mortal damage. Together, they're like, if you want a quick way back and you don't want to trigger a battle, then sure, it's a good idea to get like caught by the teleporter traps. But otherwise, so yeah, this is one of the torches. The map here, the camera angles here is atrocious, but yeah, you guys can see it right there. the top of the torch that will light up once we've triggered the this is the exit. This is the way to the exit, but yeah, the will trigger. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it will light up once we trigger the what do you call this? The perch, the spirit perches. Right, run, run for your life. Yeah, this is the way to the next part of the Bottomless Pit, which is the Lair of Shadows. And this is something I don't really remember if I told you guys this, but yeah, you can see there, that's an enemy waiting for us. That's the Claw of Shadows waiting for us up there. But you would not want to go to the Lower Stratum unless you've gotten the Shadow Core from Coco or from whatever means you end up getting it from. Because again, you can get the Core of Shadows in 2 ways, basically. One is from talking to Coco, and the other is, oh my gosh, I did not see the spike there. And the other is a much more daring way. So yeah, whatever means, but just make sure that you actually get it. Because the path will be blocked otherwise, and you would just be wasting your time if you go here without the core. So yeah, make sure. Oh my goodness. So yeah, just make sure that you have the core with you before going here, and also make use of the quick save function, because like if you don't want to, if you end up getting like caught in the traps, you can easily just you know, reload. If anything bad happens, you can just reload, which is nice, but we couldn't do that right now because I forgot to actually make use of the quick save. So yeah, here's the spirit perch. Is gonna light up these torches. The warmth wards away the foes, and what that does is make there fewer enemies in this area. Much fewer, which makes backtracking easier and completing the map easier. But yeah, we are very much low on health, especially Bianca, 192 HP currently, because we got hit by the spikes. So I'm going to see, I think the remainder, so there's a little bit of that was close. There's a little bit of area up here that we didn't go to, so let's go up here first, and then to the side here, there, and then I am going to let myself be whisked away. What the fuck? Alright, so we're back at the Lower Stratum, with thankfully full health this time for everybody. So now we have to be really careful about how we do this. But yeah, you have to go down here after getting the what do you call this? Let's save the Shadow Core. Otherwise, this is gonna be a very long walk back to get the stone that you need. But yeah, there's fewer enemies because we lit up the torches. We don't want to battle! So yeah, thankfully everybody survived that unwanted battle. But yeah, once you're ready, head here. Again, be careful of the traps. You don't want to be caught in them. And there we go. We got 100% of the Lower Stratum. We finished mapping this place. Now, the enemy up here, it's optional. You can run away from that if you want, which is something we're gonna do. That is the Claw of Shadows. And now, we come to the very hard part. The actually hard part of the Bottomless Pit, which is the Lair of Shadows. We must be at the bottom. I know this song. Is there a singing stone nearby? Let's go down there and look around. So yeah, if it's not that obvious yet, this is what we have to deal with. This, which is not something I'm happy about, but essentially the layout of this is that it is spherical. So what you would like to do is get to the southeastern part Watch for the traps. There are still traps here. There are enemies, but you know, it shouldn't really be that hard. Just stick to the sides. Take like slowly, do it slowly, and hopefully you will be able to survive this endeavor. But yeah, as a reminder, the enemies in this soupy, foggy... Oh, shoosh! That was close. But the enemies here, they are stronger. Relatively so. Because of the... Because of the... What do you call this? Because of the... There it is. Because of the shadow element being concentrated in this place. But the singing shard pulses. So this will light up a torch somewhere. So that's one of the torches that we would want. I mean, this part. Oh my gosh, I'm stuttering. It's a dead end. There's nothing you can do here. So what you would like to do is go back up. You can only find the way up. Head east. It's gonna be a dead end, though. This eastern outer circle area is what I'm trying to say. Because it just lead us back to, let's save. Oh my gosh. It will just lead us back to where we started, but on the other side of it. And that's a pit. And we can't really go there. But there's a ramp going downwards. And yes, this soupy place, you would need to complete the map for this. But I'm not sure if it's... Yeah, it's all black, but it will be... So here's the path downwards. It will be revealed to us in a bit. So forget about the eastern part. Keep going to down the... forget about the western part. Keep going down, if I remember correctly. I am hoping that I do remember it correctly, because this will be such a pain. Like, I really don't like this area. Oh my goodness. That was close, guys. That battle was close. I almost got wiped out because... Oh, there's the other one. Oh my gosh, we made a wrong turn somewhere. But yeah, you would want to interact with that. Where is the path downwards? I think it's on the other side, on the opposite side. But yeah, Bianca got inflicted with insanity. And then I forgot to... I wasn't able to put up the water contract. So I don't really want to fight. Oh my goodness, Bianca keeps getting inflicted by insanity, and it's just driving me nuts. I had to use Silver Rain just to get out of that sticky situation. But yes, insanity is such a pain. Like, it's the most annoying status ailment for me in this game. Okay, so this is the path downwards. I don't have a means to... Oh my gosh. Okay, there's a singing shard here. There. We can get that later. It's not as important as getting to the spirit perches. Oh my gosh, I'm lost. Like, this is the reason why I hate this area so much. This should be the way, I believe. Yeah, there's a ramp going up here. Oh, for crying. Yeah, maybe we would need to run away from the battle later. But for now, I need to find that. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Singing shard pulses. Right, so that should be enough to dispel the gloom. The darkness is lifted, so that's why you should not attempt to like uncover the map at the beginning, because it's completely moot point. Yeah, we're gonna go back and get some of the things. So just be sure to trigger this, make things easier for you as well. But yeah, I'm gonna have to run away because, like, look at this. 157 for a max HP for Bianca. That's not something you would want. Hey, we're not going there just yet. Oh my gosh. No, I do not want to start a battle with you. Well, we could... I'm not sure if I would want to check. It's one of those golems, but it's missing its core. So you know what that means? Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Let's run away. Alright, so we are back in the Lair of Shadows, and I'm gonna save because it was hard to go back here with how many enemies tried to knock us out, and the traps and everything, and I just had to go back and forth. But anyways, we're back, so what we're gonna do now before we end today's episode is, of course, uncover the rest of the map. And then we're gonna fight the boss, because there's a boss waiting for us, the Claw of Shadows. And also get the remaining items that we have lying around here, which includes a couple of Whispering Shards, 2 to be exact. But again, you don't really need all of the Whispering Shards. If you just want to, you can get them. Alright. So that's a weird looking one, right? Sing of Amelius, King of Hate, tempering the Grail and tampering with fate. Injury doth now he cause, the elementals doth he snare. Will spirit friend Lilith art exiled now from there. So yeah, the spirits were duped into making the Grawl with Amelius. So we got Inferno. And he sealed, like, most of them, got them under his thumb. And in retaliation, they... or the heroes of the past, I'm assuming, sealed Amelius up, you know, because of they don't want anyone to be enticed by the Grail, but, you know, some of our characters are being lured by it, if not a couple of them, actually. Not, you know, Eloise is one of them, Liber too. I think the only one that actually has nothing. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the only one who seems to have nothing to do with the Grawl as it is would have to be Mayors, because he came here because of having sensed... oh my gosh. He came to Avalon having sensed something was up with the spirits. So technically, he didn't really go on an adventure for the sake of getting the Grawl or being like coming after those that wanted to get the Grawl. He came in because he felt the spirits were asking for his help. All right, so now we're gonna try to get. There is a shard up there. A little bit to the north west. Oh my gosh, please don't come here. Please don't come here. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with a battle. Oh my goodness. Here. Follow me over here. Oh, this will suck. This will... oh, there we go. We finished mapping this place. Now let's look at the not load. Quick save, actually, that's what we want. Quick save first. And then we're gonna look at the map because I cannot remember what part. Oh, so it's beyond the gate. Alright, good to know. It's beyond the gate. We don't have time for you guys. Alright. We're close. Save here because a battle is gonna start here. As long as you have the core, then you can interact with this door. Otherwise, you would have to go back and get it from the basement levels. But anyways, the Shadow Core pulses. A boss battle awaits us here. The rock we picked up is glowing. Like, it's... would you really want to open an ancient door like that? Would you really? Oh my goodness. The seal is broken. We found the singing stone. Huh, it stopped. Let's take a closer look at it. Without caution, you know, wait. They were waiting for us. They? They? Oh my goodness. Alright, so again, first things first, what you would like to do is, where is it? Use the contracts. Oh, we don't need a water contract. It's already up there. Diamond Wall is actually pretty good as well. But it only houses, or it only affects one character, so I tend to not like it compared to Sunlit Veil. Oh my gosh, poisoned. We got poisoned. Full guard again, Sunlight Veil, Fluid Strike, have you purify our poisoned compatriot. There we go, and then we'll just go all out with this enemy. Silver Rain. Overhead, chop, Blade of Shadow, Club Shadow. I guess I'm gonna go with this one first. And then you will be Retaliation. And I'll just hope that you would actually make use of that. And aid me. So yeah, just use your best arts. That's really all I can give as you know, as a tip for this, is a strategy, because it's similar in battle as full guard. It's similar in a way to the battles if you've been doing again the Shadow Realms. If you've been farming the enemies there, then hopefully, you know, this one will be easier. Or easy for you, not easier, because there's two of them. Of course. I'm just making sure that I'm actually recording, because that would suck so much. Oh my goodness. Honestly, would not want to do this all over again. At this point, I would really just want to finish this game already and move on to a different game. But I did promise that I would show all the endings, so I will still be playing this. Because there's like there is as many endings to this as there are characters. And there are achievements for each of the ending that you end up getting, as well as a collective achievement for finishing the game for all the characters. There's because you need to unlock the band. You need to, as I've said before, you need to have finished the game with all of the characters to unlock the band, which unlocks an achievement or a trophy. So yeah, this is a chore to actually try to 100% platinum, and even 100%. Because if you want to do that, so there you have it. If you want to 100% it, you would have to actually do that in your final playthrough, because nothing carries over. Guard increase, HP. You didn't give me an HP. You've got to be kidding me. Still no HP increase. Oh my gosh. Now we're gonna get the Singing Shard of Shadow, but it's not really usable for us because, again, Shadow is an element for the monsters. That's just hilarious. That was much too bright. No vision this time. So there we have it. The Singing Shard of Shadow. It's still a shard though, right? But it's different from the others. Are the shards trying to tell us something? Perhaps we should head back to town. Actually, perhaps we shouldn't have meddled with that stone. But yeah, now we've completed the area. We can now run away from this place. There's no way in heck am I gonna stay here for much longer than I have to. So now we go back to Initium. And then head to the king. Which is someone we haven't talked to in a while. Actually, I'm gonna quick save first because I don't want to do that again. You're back. Do you have something to report? So yeah, shifting sands after finding the city. What now? Okay, let's start with after finding the city. Whatever you find is yours. That's the guarantee I made and I stand by it. But for the sake of posterity, please don't destroy or pillage needlessly. We must preserve as much of the past as we can. Shifting sands. I don't think we've triggered these conversations before. It's hard to imagine such a wasteland would house the city of the god people, but common sense rarely prevails on this island. There are reports of temporal distortions in the desert. Perhaps it's worth a visit. Now, Bottomless Pit. This one will give us, again, 500 coins. So, there's more ruins, huh? But this one couldn't be restored like the other three. Receive 500 for our troubles, and that's all he has to say. Then you should be off. Go explore something. So yeah, now that we've also gotten the map completed, we can sell it. Welcome! So we have specials, Bog Sword Bulwark, which is really good, but it costs a lot. So if you have the money for that, go buy it. Sell info, Bottomless Pit. It's now detailed, so go ahead and sell it. Tales of the Bottomless Pit circulated in the ship. And that's it. That's it for today. Thankfully, we completed the Bottomless Pit with as little hitch as we possibly could run into. Still no luck with the HP department, though. We're still stuck with this stats for our characters, which is just, again, so frustrating, so annoying, and it's driving me nuts. But yeah, that's all the time we have for today. We're going to be doing a couple of cleanup in the next episode, so be sure to stick around for that before we head to the final areas of the game. But again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Bye for now. Thank you all for watching, and see you all soon. Keep safe, everyone.